As if surviving in the wild isn't hard enough, one Arctic fox walked an astonishing 2,100 miles from Norway to Canada. Yes, that is actually physically possible. Researchers from Norway's Polar Institute had been tracking this young female fox. The epic journey took just under 3 months to complete. The fox averaged nearly 30 miles a day, and on some days, it walked almost 100 miles. Jeff Corwin joins me now from Cape Cod, Massachusetts. He is a biologist and wildlife conservationist. Jeff, thanks so much for being with us. How surprising is this to you?
I think it's wonderful. I think it's fascinating, but I'm not all that surprised. When animals need to go, largely because they're seeking places to have families or they're looking for resources like food or changes in seasonality, they will go on the move and they will migrate. We know that red knots, these gorgeous little shorebirds in the Cape Cod, will make their way down to Argentina every year to feast on horseshoe crab eggs. We know albatross will do a 7,000-mile journey every 2 weeks, round trip, from the archipelago off Hawaii to the Sea of Japan and back to feed their babies. We've seen mountain lions migrate from California to Maine. So it's incredible, it's astonishing, but to me, I'm just impressed but not surprised.
So, what do you think was driving this young female fox? I mean, clearly she was on a mission.
Well, many animals, Tanya, are hardwired to kind of go on the great frontier when it comes to their survival. She's a young vixen. A vixen is a female fox, and she is likely beginning her journey as an adult. She may live 9 or 10 years in the wild. She's got her beautiful brown, tawny colored summer fur on, and she's making her way to carve out new territory to survive. She could be following potential prey. This is the time where baby birds are hatching, where marine mammals are giving birth. So she may be wandering the beaches in search of afterbirth from animals that have been born or creatures that have expired, or she may be hunting and foraging on birds' eggs.
She never backtracked, though. She kept going in sort of one general direction and over ice, correct? And glaciers. Is the Arctic fox particularly well adapted for a journey over ice?
Great question, Tanya. These are some of the most adaptive, cunning, ultimate Arctic survivors there are. In winter, they turn snow white, almost albinistically, shockingly white. So they blend in with the surrounding ice and snow. And when that environment changes into the brief but explosive summer of the Arctic, their pelage, their fur changes to match that environment. They even have on their paws, they have fur to insulate. Their ears are like satellite dishes. They'll move through this on top of the snow and ice, can actually hear the sound of an animal like a rodent under 4 feet of snow, predict where it's going to go, and dispatch their prey. They are incredibly adaptive and amazing survivors. You have to be, because the Arctic is not forgiving.
No, but this young vixen seemed to be able to maneuver it successfully, although we don't now know where she is. Is that right, Jeff?
Well, what's amazing about these guys is they're doing this incredible research on her. She has been fitted with a transmitter, a satellite transmitter for radio telemetry. So it could be that time where that battery has expired. Usually they last upwards to a year. But she's the mystery fox, and something tells me she has more stories to tell in her incredible future.
Well, she has certainly captured the imagination of thousands, so it'll be hopefully she will come back online, as it were, and we can learn even more about this amazing creature. Jeff Corwin, we thank you so much for your time.
Delighted.